Hello everybody, this is Frogman and welcome back to Ultimate Alchemy. This is going to be episode number 6, I believe. In between episodes I have done a few things. Let's, I guess, start off with the smeltery because this is one of those I was getting a little bit tired of it being really slow. I remembered that you can redstone control liquid translocators. So you put a dot of redstone on the one that's on this side here, and then when I flick the lever, it changes the face to output down. And when you shut it off, they pull them out so that they stop pushing materials into whatever it is that they're pushing materials into. That has helped speed this system up considerably. The other thing I have done in between episodes is the smeltery controller now has a mechanical user with an acceleration wand sitting underneath of it, and every single one of these guys, as you can see right there, there's a mechanical user sitting underneath each one of them with an acceleration wand in it. So if I toss something in here, why did I just get 1, 2, we'll just do 3 then. If I toss something in here now, it is incredibly quick to do all the work. So we're almost done, and then we turn this on and they go done. So definitely helps quite a bit on making things work a little faster. As you can see, also I made a bunch of lead, and lead is made pretty simply in the smeltery again with an alloy of molten iron and molten obsidian. So I just made a bunch of that in case I needed it. I've been kind of fooling around with different ideas as far as what I want to do for power transmission as past these guys, and just other kind of stuff. I mean, lead's going to be usable for other things. So that is the smeltery. We've got the glass in the building finally, and if you notice there's a few trees outside, is because I got bored and creative and decided to put the island in somewhat underneath the workshop. So generally the idea is what I want to do is something like this. I've still got to do a little bit more decorating, put some cobblestone, some other kinds of stone that are available to me. I got a little bitty pond going on over here, and that tree still doesn't want to grow, but whatever. This is going to be what we're going to do as far as the majority of the islands that I built. All of these are going to remain the same. I'll probably end up tearing out both of these, but this one is going to stay here. So that's just what we're going to end up doing as we do this kind of stuff. So I still have to do the island underneath this one, but I wanted to come down here and kind of show off the ugliness that ended up being something like this. We've got lots of these guys going on now to the point that I actually have an efficiency loss now, which is kind of terrible, but we're making about 140 grid power at this point, which is more than enough to do what we need to do for the rest of the time being for now. These guys are still running. We haven't done any major updates to them, so I don't need to be worried about them right now. I need to be able to create Invar in order to be able to upgrade these and to get nickel. It's a kind of a convoluted process because we need to be able to make molten. What am I doing here? Now, how do you make? You make molten nickel. Molten nickel is made in a fractioning still with molten iron. So then we pump that back into a smeltery or something like that in order to be able to do anything. So that's going to be something we'll look at and probably in a future episode, because we're going to need the problem that is that. So also in the last episode, we got started into some of the resonator stuff, and we got some black quartz made. So I went ahead and made a whole bunch more. The reason why I want black quartz is because I want to make an atomic reconstructor. So let's get on to that as being the first thing of the day. An atomic reconstructor, pretty cheap, pretty simple. They haven't changed the recipe. So do we have sticks? We do. Atomic reconstructor is an iron casing and the rest of the thing. So actually additions it is. And do I have any redstone torches? I do. Okay. I'd also like a button for the time being. Okay, so we can put this guy down. We'll put him down here with this, and I am going to click it with a redstone torch to put it to pulse. Put a lever on top, and do I have any more of those plugs or points, whatever they're called? Should have a point somewhere. Did I already use them all up? No, there they are. Okay. Okay, and then that was probably stupid, but whatever. We'll put him right there and let him charge up full of power. Select the network, base power, cool, and he's charged up. Now, there is a really big reason why I want that thing. There are, well, of course, because besides the fact that we can change various things into various stuff with actual additions, there's a kind of a cheesy way around a couple of the other problems that we have. So what I want to do is I want to make a lens, which is one of these things, which is just glass and another black quartz. So, did I put that back in here? Yes, I did. All right. Lens can we craft? We can craft one lens. Now the lens, what I want to do is I want to turn it into a lens of color, which is I just toss it in front of this guy right here, and I push the button. Now that's going to make for us a lens of color, and what a lens of color does is basically allows you to toggle between various types of dyes. So we're going to go ahead and make a stack of pigment, black pigment. So black pigment, if I can spell once again, black pigment is going to get us to be able to craft ink sacs. Well, that's a dye. That's a dye. That's the beginning of a chain here that is kind of silly, because now I can take that ink sac and toss it in front of here, and it'll turn it into something that I do need, which is the rose red, so I can make the correct wrench for all of these stupid transfer pipes. But it will cycle through to the other dyes, which we can automate this process later, which we are going to automate this process later, because, oh, wait a minute. You remember that thing we talked about with clay? This process right here is supposed to be done in a process, right, where is it? This one, this long chain of silliness here, I don't have to if I don't want to. We're going to go ahead and automate it the correct way, but there is an easier way of getting lapis if you need it. Then there's this. Then there's this. Of course, we're just going to cycle through all of the dyes until we get the one we want, which is not this yet either. Still not the one we want. 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 Come on. How far down is it? I forget. It's orange? Past orange? Okay, so it should be one more, I think. That. Now I got bone meal. Bone meal the repeatable, easy way. I mean, I can set up a crafter to run stuff through this with pumping water into one of these things, even so much as all I really need is just this and a table to just continuously wash this, or I can set this up. Well, this is going to let us get something that we want. Bang. We need this because we're going to need a couple of seeds from this system. So that's why I did this. I'm hoping either way we can get the flowers that we need to do something. There's one. That was okay. So we got melon seeds, coffee seeds, regular seeds, flax seeds. Excellent. String. So we can start farming string if we need to. Come on. Where are you? What was that? Pumpkin seeds? Rice seeds. Excellent. That's what I wanted. Because rice seeds are going to get us slime balls. So we'll do this a couple of more times. I don't want to waste all of this bone meal. Come on. Do that again. What did we get? Anything else? I got the canola. I got the flax. I think, come on, we should be getting the hemp seeds, right? Right? Found by randomly cutting grass. Cutting grass? Uh-oh. Here, we'll do this and see if we can get some more. May have to set this up as an automated process to continuously break a piece of grass and do some other stuff, so whatever. I got what I wanted as far as some of this is concerned. I would like a little bit more red dye. That'd be great. What are we getting? Did we get it finally? No. Well, whatever. I'll worry about that later. If I have to, I'll do it off camera. What I wanted out of that was I wanted a couple of things. For one, the flax seeds, because that will be getting a string. The melon seeds or whatever, you know, wheat seeds, whatever, we don't really need those right now. Canola seeds are something we're going to need because we have to be able to craft We have to go down the loophole, if I remember correctly, of doing all of the empowered oils to be able to make something, some one of the parts that we need. So the rice seeds are good because that will get us slime balls, because mobs do not spawn in this world. So we're kind of stuck without that. And of course the bone meal. So what I want to do now is I want to take these guys and I want to turn them into the proper thing so that we can start Botania. Now, floral fertilizer. Floral fertilizer is how you start Botania. And if we look, all of these floral, this is floral powder. Normally you start with a dye. Well, the dyes can be crafted by using any of this system here. So let's go ahead and make a pestle, a mortar and pestle. And I'm going to use this and this to make the dyes. And 1, 2, 3, 4. That will get us this, and then we can start into Botania. Excellent. I get 1 piece of floral fertilizer. Wonderful. Can I get another crafting bench, please? And while I am at it, let's do this differently. Let's make us a fancy little toy that I always manage to forget about, which is a crafting table on a stick. Should be this. Very good. Crafting table on a stick. Awesome. Now I don't need to worry about crafting tables everywhere. So that will get us this, and if I'm lucky, I should be able to get some of these now. Thank you. Awesome. Great. Wonderful. And I can craft these off into the colors that we need, and then I should be able to, where is my thing? Here. I don't need the pinks, so we'll just go ahead and do this, and I'm going to cycle this around until we can, what am I doing? We can get the colors that we need. Can I make some more of this, please? Yes. Where did I do with those? That's a whole bunch of this, because we don't really need these right now. Let's see if we can't get some of the flowers going so we can get Botania started, because Botania is going to be how we're going to get a few things. Excellent. I need one more of you. Go ahead and just burn this off. Awesome. Sweet. Sweet, 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 sweet. Cool. All right, now I got to mess this stuff. Can I pick you up? No. What can I throw away? Probably nothing. I don't need the sticks. They can go away. Okay, now I'm going to go over here and we're going to go ahead and craft a couple of drawers up for this mess, because we're going to have a mess of these flowers regardless. Can I make the pouch? Is that a thing? Right now? No, not really. Okay, then let's get a couple of drawers going. So, do I have any chests left over here? I have 8. That's plenty. So drawer for right now. I just want a bunch of basic drawers, so that'll get us the 4 drawers that we need. And I'm going to put this bucket away because I don't need it. And we're going to come back over here. I'm going to just set these down. Well, I guess we'll just set it right here so that I can put these flowers away for right now. I just want to try to get as many of these as we can because we need to get into this today. So, mystical flower, this, sure, don't care what order they're in because we're going to be changing them all into something else fairly shortly, but I need to get a little bit more of that going. So, can I grind this up and make some more? Cool. Where's my thing? So that, one more of those, please. Awesome. Okay, cool. Well, I'm going to have to do a little bit more of that in between episodes because we got what we wanted right now, which was some of these. So 1, 2. This will get us the white mystical petals, and I'm going to grab the most unused, most useless one that we've got, which is going to be the pink one, and we're going to go ahead and get our petal apothecary started, which should just take some cobblestone. So petal apothecary should just be some cobblestone slab, plus this is no, that, go, thank you, petal apothecary, awesome. And we have a few seeds. I just need some water. Put you down in here for right now. Where did my bucket go that I just had? And do the thing. 1, 2, 3, 1, and a seed, and we get our first Botania flower, which is, of course, the pure daisy. So pure daisies are going to be something that we need in order to be able to make all of the transmission and stuff like that, and all of the fun stuff that is in Botania. So I think the first thing I want is I want a stack of this and a stack of that, and we're going to go set this guy. I might just put it right here for right now. I'm going to end up having to make another one. And we're going to do that, and we're going to do this. Whoops. Down, and I don't need you, so you can go away. And my friend, oh, get a couple of these going. Let's see, that's enough for a mana pool. And do the same thing again. Hey. Love it. And that should be enough for one of those, but we'll do again a little bit more because we need the wand. Come on. It's too stupid. Oh, it's so good. Awesome. So I'll leave that guy alone for right now, and I should be able to craft a mana pool. So mana pool is going to be one of these. So we got one of those, and a mana spreader is going to be one of those, which we can do that with the pink one that we just got. Plus I need to be able to craft, what is it, 3 of these? 1, 2, and 3. And we need 2 more petals. Yes, we know. 2 more petals is, I usually do, just because, you know, the frog thing, one of these. So, there we go. All right, cool, done. Now, here's the part that we're going to be worried about because we need to be able to get some immediate starting flowers going. So the immediate starting flowers I'm going to use, at least at this point, is because we have a bunch of charcoal. We're going to be using the endo flames. Of course, just about what everybody ever does is endo flames, mainly because of the other ones that we used to use as far as passive flowers are just pretty much useless now. So we need brown, red, and light gray. So, did we get any brown yet? No. Well, let's see if we can get some brown. How many do we have? Which one is the one that has the most in it? Who knows, right? We'll do that one and that one. This and that. Inventory full of stuff. I'm going to have to go do something with this junk that I have. Can I just make a chest for some of this? Where is my cool little toy? Sure, why not? More junk to lay around, so we'll just put a chest down here for this and put all these seeds away for right now because we need to be able to do a little bit more work. Don't need you, you can go away, and make a little bit more of this stuff. Hopefully we can get a little bit of stuff here. May just have to make a flower farm thing to kind of get this going. So anyhow, I am going to do this, and I will be back once I get the other 2 or 3, 4 flowers that we need. So I need the, what was it, endo flame? I need the brown now, I think, the brown. Yeah, so I'll be back. Alrighty then, so I got a little bit of the brown flowers finally. It took a little bit longer than I wanted it to. I had to go make a little bit more bone meal. As always, it's like RNG, it's wonderful. I got beetroot seeds in the process and more rice and more stuff, so I don't know why I did that. We need those. So what we got here is we got a bunch of the brown flowers. We got a bunch of the light gray flowers, and I got 1 red flower. Well, I need more than that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this, and this, and we're going to make these into double tall flowers. So, easy way to duplicate this stuff once you get it is to plant it in the ground like so. If you didn't know this, bone meal it so that you get the double tall flower. I think there's one right there. And then shear them. Shearing them gets you the double tall flower, which will produce 4 petals for you instead of the 2. So once you get at least one of all the flowers that you need, getting the rest of them is not all that hard. So I want to go ahead and do this at least one more time for these 2 guys. And I might as well just do this because I need double of these as well. So tick, 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 tick. Tick, tick, and tick, and tick, and get the last ones done, and go ahead and shear them all down. Give me all of my stuff. Thank you, and we'll get plenty of stuffs for those. I'm only going to make about 4 of these for right now, because I think I'm going to end up having to spend another bit of time building a nice little island for this, but for, again, right now, we just need to get this going so that we can get started in Botania. So I need some buckets of water. So where is my wrench? Where did I put my wrench? Come here, wrench. Did I put my wrench over here? Yes, I did. There's the bucket. Good deal. I'm going to go grab this tank that's got a little bit of water in it. Thank you. And we're just going to come over here and get to crafting some more flowers. So I want at least 4 of these guys. So a bucket of water, and it should be 1, 1, 2, 1, go. Yep, awesome. So bucket, and I'm going to get this out of the way. Right click, seed, bucket, water, right click, seed, and one more here. Right click, seed, done. Alright, so that should get us 4 endo flames. So now we can go ahead and start producing a little bit of mana. So I'm going to grab that charcoal. Actually, I'm going to now, we're just going to go ahead and set them up over here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Actually, I do want to do this a little differently, just to make it easier on myself later. Mana pool, mana spreader, wand of forest, to bind to mana spreader, and then we're going to do the endo flames as such. And if I just toss that in the middle of the pile, they'll work on it. Alright, cool. How much did we get? I'm going to go ahead and make that into charcoal blocks so that that burns a little longer. There's only 2 of them left. Wonderful. Go get some more of this stuff. We got lots of charcoal. For that matter, I could just put one of these on a dropper and they'd burn it, but whatever. We're going to use charcoal blocks for right now. What I will eventually probably do is use red coal with them. Oops. What am I doing? Hello, I don't need that. Crap. Get rid of you for right now. Try that again. Some days it's just painful doing things. Okay, so we'll do that, and I'm just going to toss those over here. These are going to burn for a good long time. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go, gentlemen. And that's going to make for us a little bit of mana. Now, we're going to have to expand this process out. I'm going to have to automate it. Part of the reason why I wanted Actually Additions is because Actually Additions has a what is it? Dispenser in here at Actually, where is it? It's auto breaker, auto placer, precision dropper. That's what I want right now. So let's go make a precision dropper so we can kind of automate that a little bit. So precision dropper is going to require some Palace crystals. Palace crystals are made with the lapis stuff. So let's toss some of that bone meal back in there and do the circle. I should just automate this, but we'll get to it. So there's 2 of those. If I take the lens off of that now and toss this in here, I'll get my palest crystals. Wonderful. So we need some redstone now to make the coil, I believe. So I need 4 Restonia crystals. I love how I don't have mouse scrolling on this. Toss that in there and hit the button and put our lens of color back on. And go ahead and get to crafting one of these guys, because this guy I can automate to do this work for me, which is pretty awesome. So we need this plus some gold nuggets like that, and a dropper, and I think it's just regular cobblestone, right? Regular cobblestone? Yes, awesome. I would like a wooden pressure plate, and I guess I'm just going to do this for right now just because it'll go a little longer. Give me some more of that, please. Like stacks of it. Thank you. Okay, so if we set this right in the center of these guys right here with a pressure plate on top of it, and if I put this stuff in here, it's going to pop up and just sit there and wait because of the way that this is set up. So when one of these picks one of those up, it's just going to reset it and just push it back out on top, so it'll just continuously work. So all I have to do is occasionally come back over here and fill this up. And we can make more of these. The, I don't know, can I make the mana seer? Is it even worth making at this point? Maybe not. I don't know, but they can see quite a ways away. So we're gonna end up automating this. We're also gonna automate some of the other ways of doing, excuse me, mana production, because we're going to need a lot of mana production. The reason why we need a lot of mana production is gunpowder. Gunpowder, I think the only way we can get gunpowder, other than crafting it with various recipes, such as, like, you know, all of this stuff, or working through bees, which I don't even think is a thing, is the flint into gunpowder recipe using the alchemy catalyst, which unfortunately the alchemy catalyst is brewing stands, which we can craft. So it's something that we'll be getting into pretty soon, because the alchemy catalyst, can I get to this? Can I do this the other way? Alchemy catalyst. Whoop, hello. Didn't want to do that. Go back, dummy. Did I just lose it? Oops, sorry. Okay, I don't know where we're going to end up cutting this, because I screwed up when I poked the F11 button, because OBS quit recording what it was supposed to be recording. But we were talking about these 2 guys right here, the Alchemy Catalyst and the Conjuration Catalyst, and to why we're going to need lots of mana. And the reason why we're going to need lots of mana, just to catch up real fast, is because of its ability, for one, here in the Alchemy Catalyst, to craft lots of different things into other different things, especially some of the seeds, especially some of this, so we can get a bunch of the potatoes, the carrots, all that kind of stuff there, plus all of the other seeds. Blaze rods into netherwort, we're going to need this eventually. Of course, the gunpowder, and what I should say, the flint into gunpowder. Various other cool little things that we can do with it. Cactus, this is how we're going to get cactus. Of course, we can change glowstone into redstone if we need to do that. This, again, like I said, is a very fast way of making sand. And of course, some of the other recipes that we're going to get, like, I think this is going to be a pretty easy way to make diorite eventually. You know, we just kind of look down through some of this stuff, especially some of these in here where the double tall flowers can be crafted. This is a very important thing to look at eventually. It also allows us to make the Conjuration Catalyst once we get the Elven Portal opened up, and the Conjuration Catalyst can double various things that we can get relatively easily. The coal process is going to be something we're going to have to look at. Let's see, keep going a little bit here. I think that's about it. Baha. Well, that's nice to know. Gaia spirits means you only have to kill Gaia once. That's awesome. So that's the reason why we need to make a whole bunch of mana, because of some of that stuff. And we'll be looking into making a whole bunch more of it. So I guess in between episodes, we will be doing a little bit of stuff. You guys can probably already see a little bit that I've done, because this is the next day. But I will touch on it later. I thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.